Hey guys, welcome to another video. Josh here. I hope you're doing well. Today I've got something special for you. Today I'll be showing you how to learn any language on your MacBook free of charge in a very convenient and easy way. Stick around and find out how. So about Toucan today. It's a really cool tool, amazing for learning languages, and it's free. Of course, it's got the premium version, but we're not interested in the premium version, are we? Because I've been using this for about 7 days, and I can tell you guys it's really useful. Now, quick disclaimer: I feel this tool is much better for beginners if you're just trying to learn a new language, and it really gets you comfortable, and it's a perfect companion for advanced learners, people who've been learning, or intermediate learners who, you know, you've started learning a language, perhaps Spanish or French. You can use certain sentences, but you need to learn more words. You need to see more words in their context. This tool is perfect for you because, guys, when I start to explain why this tool is amazing, it will blow your mind the same way it blew mine. So, right, enough waffling, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Chrome Web Store. This is available on Chrome, Firefox, and all Chromium-based browsers. So I think the only browser that I couldn't get it on was Safari, but again, who's really using Safari these days, to be honest? You should be using one of the other sort of better browsers. I'm currently using Arc. It's a cool new browser on Mac OS. Videos coming on that soon, so watch out for that. So what you want to do is go on the Chrome Web Store, search for Toucan, and add that to Chrome. It's going to ask for permission. We're going to accept, and it brings you into their onboarding page. You don't want to go premium. If you do, fine, but I would advise you go without a subscription for now. So you want to scroll all the way down. You're not starting a free trial. Make sure you don't start a free trial. Click on continue that subscription, so that way you get to use the truly free version, right? Not the free trial. It's going to ask you again, so continue that subscription. Now this is where you sort of have to set up Toucan for the first time. So you get the option to choose what language you speak. So for this particular place, you're going to put whatever language your browser is in. So if your browser is in English, choose English. If you browse the internet in German, choose German. If you browse the internet in Spanish, and so on and so forth. For me, it's English, and then you choose what language you want to learn down here. So we can learn French, German. There are a number of languages coming soon, like Dutch, Russian, Vietnamese. So many languages coming soon, and I'm sure they will keep expanding on this in the future. So let's go. Let's be a bit dynamic. Let's go with Chinese. Nah. Let's go Spanish. Let's go Spanish for now. So you click on continue. Of course, you can always change this later in the settings, so you're not stuck or anything. However, you can only choose to learn one language at a time, so that's worth bearing in mind. So yeah, you go through a bit of a tutorial here. We can just skip right through this, and then of course you come over here, and you have to give Toucan permission to your to every site essentially. I have to call out a quick privacy concern here. Of course, Toucan promises to keep your data secure and not share with third party, blah blah blah, but again, everyone says that. Now for me, I don't have a problem with this particularly, but if you do have privacy requirements that conflict with this, then it's worth bearing that in mind. But otherwise, let's give them access and get to it. So I'm going to give them access and sign into my Google account, and I'll catch you guys in a second. On setting up Toucan, now of course, here are certain things you need to do before you start using Toucan. I'll advise, just like they recommend here, to pin the Toucan extension before you go. So what you want to do is go over here up top, click on extensions, and find Toucan and pin it. So that way it's easily accessible, easily handy over there, and you can change settings, etc, etc. Now let's start using Toucan and see what it's like. So what I'm going to do is click on Wikipedia, and it's going to take me to a nice Toucan article, and we're going to see how this works. Now what Toucan does is it scans a page. Every time you load a page, it scans that and changes certain words to the language you're trying to learn. So it gives you contextual learning. Now this is very useful because one of the biggest problems with learning a new language with any of the tools out there like Duolingo and Rosetta Stone and all these languages is it can be very difficult if you're not living with people who speak that language, or you don't have anyone in your regular life to practice with. You forget words, and it's really hard to hold on to much. So what this does is gives you a very convenient way of browsing. Just it's almost subliminal, where you're reading a random article and then it just changes the word to Spanish or French, whatever, and then you learn that word. I've been using this extension for about 7 days to learn Portuguese, and I know so many words in Portuguese now. It's actually pretty surprising. I know what country means. I know what law means. I know just different words that I normally wouldn't have started learning, and it's incredible. So and it keeps reinforcing that. So I can imagine if you use this for 3 to 6 months, you're going to have very solid vocabulary in that particular language you're trying to learn, which makes this an even more incredible companion tool for people who are formally learning a language. So if you're learning a language in school, you're learning French and you want to get better at French, or you need to study for your exams, get this extension installed. And just, over time you're going to be picking up all these words as you just do fun stuff. You're on Reddit, you're on Twitter, you're on other websites you use, and you're just doing other things. You're just going to be getting these words, and you can just, so let's get into it. I've talked enough. The first line, you can see it's all in English, and then you get over here, you see this highlighted word. So every time Toucan translates a word, it's highlighted in light blue, so you can hover over it and you can hear it pronounced. And you can see this family, bird, family, right? Familia, right? So that is really cool, guys. Really, really cool. Now, of course, you can save this word, or you can tick I know this. So Toucan's aware that you already know this word and can prioritize other words in the future. So really, really cool. And this is all over the page. So you can see this, the name of this bird, Esther Pajaro, I guess. And you go all the way down, behavior and ecology. So this is ecology. Toucans are highly social, and most species, I suppose. Yep, SPC is species in Spanish. See, now I know that. So it shows you these words in context, and it's really cool to learn them very quickly. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to be rounding this video up now in a second with my thoughts. Okay, guys, that's been it. I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, one quick disclaimer to make about Toucan is because of the way it's structured. Now, of course, as you might well know, some languages don't use the same lexical structure that English uses, so they structure the actual sentence differently. So sometimes in some languages the verb comes first, the noun is in a different place, stuff like that. So Toucan doesn't really address that because, again, I believe this is a tool targeted more at beginners and intermediate learners. But again, like I said, doesn't stop from being an awesome tool, and I'm sure in the future they'll probably come up with something to address that niche. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Really, really awesome tool. Tell me in the description below, tell me in the comment section below what language you're going to be learning first, right? Are you going to learn in Spanish? Are you going to be joining me learning Portuguese or French, or maybe something like Chinese or Korean? Who knows, right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll catch you next time. Until then, as usual, of course, be fantastic. Catch you around.